Hello everyone, it is Toby here, back for another video, and in today's video we are doing a proper strongman session. I have got myself a brand new throwing sandbag, which I reviewed in the previous video, and also some Atlas tacky, finally, so we can conquer the 140 kilo Atlas stones. So that is today's plan. First things first, as you know, my event sessions are usually preceded by a bit of pressing, so I've got to get my pressing out of the way first, and it just so happens that it will be a strict press PR. Today it will be 97.5 kilos for a couple singles, so I think we're just going to jump straight in, roll those clips now, and I'll join with you when we're doing actual strongman events. So snappier start to the video than usual. As you saw there, I smashed my PB, getting 97.5 kilo for not just a really nice single, but also a double straight after that. So it's safe to say that my strict press is in a really good place right now. And next week, we will be going for that big 100 kilo goal on strict press. And I have no doubt whatsoever that it will go up, because that's just feeling awesome. As you can see, I'm back in the hoodie now, and that is because we are about to head outside to do some throwing, and I don't know if it's showing on camera right now, but you can actually see my breath in the air in the garage. It is that cold. I've had a heater running and it's not really doing a lot, but it is what it is. We've smashed out the first half of the session, and now it's time to move on to the fun stuff, which is going to be sandbag throwing and of course the big Atlas stones. So I have never once thrown a sandbag before in my life, so I have no idea how this is going to go. My technique could be absolutely shocking, or it could be really good and we could be smashing it. So normally you'd be throwing sandbags over something, and I am in the works of preparing that. I've ordered some PVC plastic piping to make a little bit of a throwing area, so to speak, but that has not arrived yet, so we will just be throwing it up in the air, basically trying to nail the technique and getting some decent height on it. Yeah, as I said, no idea how this is going to go. The sandbag is down there. It weighs just over 22 kilograms, which is bang slap in the middle of what I have to throw in competition. In competition, it will be 16 to 26 with 2 kilo jumps. So yeah, bang slap in the middle, as I said. Should be really good fun. I have no idea how it's going to go. Also, with it being a late Friday evening, it is very dark outside as we are fully into the winter months now. So if you can barely see anything and the camera work and lighting is a bit shit, I am sorry. I wanted to do this earlier on in the day, but I had been completely overloaded with work, waiting around for meetings and such, so I didn't have the usual chance I would get to sneak out midday and get a session in. But it doesn't matter, we still get it done. It might just not translate too well on video, so I apologise in advance, but here are some of my throwing attempts. So this is a weird one. I'm going to do a few more sets, but I've actually found it much easier if you just do the one swing rather than trying to charge it up on 3 or 4. It makes you lose your balance and yeah, I think it's odd. It's definitely gonna require a lot of practice for me, but for 22 kilo, I'm very happy with how this is feeling. I'm just gonna give it one or two more throws, and we'll see how it goes. Burnt out now. My calves have never been as sore as after this throwing. It's really doing a number on them. So I think that's like, what, 7 sets of either 1 or 2 reps, and it's a lot harder than it looks. You've got to give kudos to these strongmen for throwing heavier stuff than this up and over, but it's something that I can practice at, something I could definitely get better at. So expect to see this more often in videos. Obviously, I've got it coming up in competitions in a few months' time, so that's given me plenty of time to become an absolute wizard at throwing sandbags. But for a first time attempt, not too bad. I feel like I got better as I went on, and then the last set I just felt like, yeah, I was burning out a bit. You can only be explosive for so long. So really happy with how those went. And as for the Cerberus sandbag, it held up really well. Amazing. Couldn't have asked for a better sandbag. Yeah, really happy. So now it's the time that I've certainly been most excited for, and that is my first time using tacky on Atlas stones. Now, tacky is definitely not something to just play with willy-nilly. I have already prepped everything that I need to take it off, which is just some WD-40 and an old towel. And I've also prepped the fact that I'm wearing underneath here a really old t-shirt that I don't really mind getting ruined. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend using tacky on anything you want to wear again, or if you don't have the proper means to remove it. But as it's my first time using it, I don't know how the filming is going to go, because obviously I usually hold the camera and I film everything myself. So I might just have to set this up recording somewhere, and hopefully it remains on and recording the whole time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm up using just the 60 and the 100 as I usually would without tacky, and then I'll get the tacky on and give the 100 a go with the tacky and see the difference, and I'll record both of those sets for you guys, and then we will do the big 140 if we can. So here is the 100 kilo stone without tacky first and foremost. So as you can see, quite tough and quite slippy. It always takes me 1 or 2 attempts to find that nice groove to get the stone up. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try tacky on for the first time. I'm going to film the whole thing, obviously, because once I put the foam down and start putting sticky stuff on my fingers, I won't be able to stop it. So I'm going to try the 100 again once we've got the tacky applied, and it should make a massive difference. So hopefully you can all see and hear me well enough, because I can't hold the phone, but we have our tacky on. This is going to be the first time I'm going to attempt to put it on, so I'm not sure exactly how much we need, but my God, that's sticky. Try and snap a bit off. Oh my God. There we go, I've got a bit. So I'm going to pop this down and I'm just going to work it in. Jesus. And hopefully warm it up enough to start moving. There we go. See, as it gets warmer, it's definitely moving about. I don't know if you can see that as I'm working it, it's getting better and better. But look at that. Don't even know if you can see that, but I'm going to start dragging it to my forearms now. Start rubbing it in on my forearms and hands, just keep it warm and moving. So obviously it is quite cold in here. There we go. That's what we want, nice and warm. All on the forearms. Oh, there we go. Right, I think we're pretty much ready to lift a stone. So, 100 kilos with tacky. Oh my God. I didn't even re-wrap my hands. It's so much easier. Let's try that again. So, a lot of the tacky's come off now. Let's try and do it actually properly. Or I've misjudged that as well. Right, yeah. Literally, it's like it attaches a handle to the stone. Now my stones have got a fair bit of dust on them, so it's not the best, but yeah, that's quite incredible really. So I think it's time to get some more tacky on and see if 140 will fly. And yeah, see if I can do it a bit more better than that 100 was. Because I was so surprised at how quick it moved. It was just, you know, flying. Right. Let's get a bit more of this out the pot. So difficult to work with. Such a nightmare. I need a bit more. There we go. Now it can be worked with. Because it's all come off my forearms because of how dusty the stone was, but now it's definitely working. Because look at this. Look at it. It's disgusting stuff, really. Right, shall we see what happens with 140, eh? Bear in mind I couldn't break this off the floor at all without, so. I mean, it comes up easy enough. Just losing it a bit. I think if I just get a tiny bit more, we'll be golden. There we go. Look at that. That's what you want. Doesn't have bloody hurt your forearms though. Right, just go again. Easy! That's 140, you know. That's 140. Moving like that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a superpower. I can't believe how easy that is now. Look at this. I feel like Spider-Man. Oh my. Should we do it again? Should we do it again? I think we do it again. Come on then. Come on man. Let's get the big 140 on show this time. Misjudged it a bit further back, but I'm happy with that. Really happy. That's feeling immense. Now I've got to get this stuff off. So I have got nearly all of the tacky off of me now. It was quite an arduous process, to be honest, but oh my goodness, am I a fan. Like, I couldn't even budge 140 without, like, it wasn't never in a million years moving. And it was just like someone had changed the stone into a barbell. Like, it was so easy. I felt like I had at least another 20 kg. I mean, it's ridiculous. It felt so good. I've got a stone for max in one of my competitions, and I'm really, really excited to see what I could do with it there, because that was mental, to be honest with you. I hope the video turned out all right, and I hope the audio was all good. Obviously, I couldn't change the video whatsoever while I was covered in tacky, because I didn't want to get tacky all over my phone, but that's mental. That's really, really cool. If you've got stones, I'd recommend training for the most part without tacky, because then when you get tacky, it makes things so much easier. Like, I had become a master at lifting the 100 kilo stone without tacky, so much so that when I introduced tacky, you saw it threw me off, and I almost tried to one motion it the first time without even moving my hands, which really isn't great. So it just felt that much easier. So yeah, I'm really confident I can now one motion that 100 and yeah, get the 140 for a decent triple. To be honest, it felt that good. The knee, if you were wondering, is feeling absolutely fine. Zero issues with it there. Yeah, I'm just really, really pleased with today's session. So even though the sandbag throwing was harder than I expected, it still went well, and I improved upon each set every single time, got into the rhythm of it, and with practice that I'm sure will become a really good event for me. And then of course now we have got tacky added to the stones. Stones is quickly becoming one of my favourite events, if not one of my best events. So really happy with that. I'm really excited to see what I can do with a 1 rep max stone. Obviously I could get that 140 now and just rep it out and get really, really technically good at stone lifting, so that when I get a big set of stones that I need to do, I should be unstoppable. So I am really, really happy with that. And of course, let's not forget that I got a massive strict press PR at the start of this session, which won't even be included in the title or thumbnail or anything. But I got 97.5 kilos for a double and a single separately. And obviously 95 was my weight 1 rep max on strict press not that long ago. So yeah, everything's moving in the right direction. I'm feeling good, and I'm staying at exactly the same body weight. Even I might even be losing body weight, and I'm getting stronger every day. So as soon as my knee allows me to get back to push pressing and all of that, we will be absolutely flying. I'm super happy with this, and there's nothing more to say than thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below. Comment down below what you think my 1 rep max Atlas stone will be in the competition, because this has been feeling mega today. It's got me really excited, as you could probably tell. And of course, if you made it this far without considering hitting subscribe, it'll help me out massively. We are a growing channel who is putting out a couple videos a week now of training, reviews, various different strongman and lifting related content from a very, very relatable non-giant person as myself. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.